it's been slightly a long time since the last time I uploaded a video, especially one of me talking to the camera. So I want to talk to you guys about some things that have changed in my life, and it possibly will change stuff on the YouTube channel as well, because I am now closer to a lot more opportunities. And I'm sorry that the left side of my mustache continuously falls in my mouth and is asymmetrical from the right side, so please just don't notice that at all. Now you're gonna notice it the entire video. So as you notice behind me, things have changed. I have moved. I recently, as in like less than 8 days ago, moved out of my parents' house, which I had lived at for possibly 27 years. And now I live in the city of Atlanta, in East Atlanta to be exact. So all the people that were calling me a hipster before kind of might be slightly not true, but kind of maybe, because I live in an area that is considered hipster in Atlanta. So I'm sorry about that. I am not a hipster according to the definition, but if you want to call me one, then you're more than welcome to. I have a mustache, and yes. So let's get on with a tour of my new apartment. So let's do that right now. So here's my apartment. We'll go from one side to the other. Start out with a kitchen. Very simple kitchen. Got my sweet wings chilling on the top right there. Nice little cutting board, toaster oven, you know, dishwasher, all that. Got some foods hanging out in there. Got a washer and dryer hanging out with some storage on top of it. A little recycling bin. My refrigerator. My freaking Kiss Phantom chilling up there. Cruiser boards, standard skateboard. This is probably the spot that you guys really want to see, which is the workbench. And yes, I did have to take this thing apart. My dad helped me build this bench. And there's my fender chair that I used to sit at it with, and yeah, you know, typical charging situations and quads and heat guns, and that BFH right there. Check that thing out. That BFH. Okay, so then we got this couch right here, this coffee table that I literally like was walking down the street. Some dude was like, "Hey, I got a coffee table. You want it?" And I walked into his house and bought it. Yep, exactly. That's how it went down. TV, all this stuff right here. Got some speakers, Xbox, little power amp, QX7 chilling on my desk that I stage things on, and then outside we have some serious construction going down, which is pretty quiet. Oh my god, it's beautiful outside. I am leaving immediately after I'm done with this. Yeah, really nice patio thing. Pretty big actually. I haven't spent much time over there because the pollen has been through the roof as far as counts go. And then we come in here. This is where I edit videos, and yeah, that's really just it. It's just computer and hard drives and whatnot in there. Bathroom. Hello. Yeah, nothing crazy, just typical bathroom. And the bedroom, which I have my bicycle that I'm going to be shredding soon with Kevin. My, you know, typical bedroom stuff. And then my walk-in closet, which is where I keep my my planes, my foamies, because you know you're not supposed to let them foamies hang on the ground. And I got that climbing gear, them shoes, them All Devs Matter shirts, and all of my hats and clothing and ropes and stuff. So that is my house. Okay.
Let's just bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Okay, we got some light going on now.
Alright, so now that you've seen my apartment, so let's talk about some things that potentially may change for my channel and also in the future for 2017. As far as this year is concerned, it is now April, what, 7th? April 7th. Some things have happened recently, as in me moving and then also me collaborating with other channels and collaborating with other people. And I want to continue to do that more and 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 more, okay? So let's get into what I've done before, what I've done recently, and you guys will kind of see what's happening. So yesterday, as in like April 6th, I uploaded a video of me riding, and well, not riding, but flying with a buddy of mine that is a stunt rider. His name's Aaron Twite. He is one of the best stunt riders in the world as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure a lot of other people would agree with that statement. But, you know, he lives really close to me. He's one of my really good friends, and we climb together on a regular basis. So it was just kind of natural. I did actually do a video with him 2 years ago saying that it was like a teaser that their video was going to come out. This was not that video, the bike versus drone. This was just him and I going out and saying, oh, you know, or him and me going out and saying, you know, we're just going to fly something. I only have 3 batteries. The sun's going down. Let's go ahead and just try to get something. And I edited it together, and apparently you guys really liked it. So you can imagine if I were to put enough time and effort in, especially collaborating and coordinating stuff with someone like that, and getting a really gnarly video, which is potentially, and not really potentially, is going to happen. I'm gonna do it and it's going to be amazing, but you can see how awesome FPV footage can be used for other things. And I was getting that in the comments of that video like crazy. It was like, dude, you guys should collaborate with this. You should do this more often. This is the next level in sports, videography and whatnot. So that's what I want to do in 2017. I really like flying in fields, and I like flying in areas. I like flying in abandoned spots and getting that kind of like ghostly well, a ghost on meth if you want to get exact for my flying style, but you know, like a ghost flying through an abandoned situation and getting that like tricks and flips and all kinds of stuff and getting all these weird angles of stuff that you would never be able to do before. I really enjoy doing that, but I definitely want to collaborate with other people. So this year alone, I have collaborated with well, can't say the car manufacturer's name, but I've done with a car manufacturer where we're chasing a car. I've done some Vice stuff where we did documentary stuff with a mini quad, which was crazy. I've also done the Aaron Twite thing, and I've just recently done, which will be coming out tomorrow, as in April 8th. Well, yeah, April 8th. I collaborated with a channel called Jocko Whatever. If you guys ever heard of Jocko Whatever, his name's Giacomo. He's a guy who lives in Italy. He does a lot of collaborations with other channels. Pretty big YouTube channel. He's big. He was doing some stuff with Jimmy DiResta, which has another pretty big YouTube channel. No, I'm just kidding. They're big YouTube channels, and they have very gnarly viral videos that people love. It's all about making things and doing things in your own house and designing stuff and making it work, and it's a cool channel. So, but the collaboration that I did with Jocko Whatever is we put a razor blade underneath a quad and chopped fruit with it, fruit ninja status. So that video will be coming out tomorrow. I will be having a behind the scenes video that's coming out tomorrow with that, so be on the lookout for those. And as far as that is concerned, as far as collaboration is concerned, I've seen Luke Bannister just did a video with him chasing and flying around some guys that were jumping on skis. I've really been wanting to do that, and there's been a couple guys that have reached out to me that have wanted to do that. I just haven't had the time. Like I said, this beginning of this year was really busy and kind of weird for me. So it's getting to the point where I can sit down and think about things. I'm settling into my new house. I can start collaborating and doing stuff with other people. So if you guys have people that you would like me to collaborate with, other sports that you would like me to collaborate with, and you have connections with these people, please send them to my channel, send them to my email. If you want to private message me on Instagram or something like that, you can go to my Instagram, you can send me an email, you can say, hey, look, I know this guy, he wants to collaborate with you, let's do something. Please don't send me messages about why your quadcopter doesn't work. Other than that, you can send me messages as much as possible. I will be setting up a P.O. box soon so that I can get fan mail and whatnot if you guys are into that. And then I would also like to talk about one other thing. So not only am I doing collaborations this year and trying to collaborate with as many possible channels and as many possible sports as possible, but I am also kind of realizing that doing this stuff as a profession, which I do this as a profession, YouTube, flying drones, sponsorships, all of this stuff is where I get my income from. Like, I don't have another job, and a lot of people ask me that. They're like, what do you do for a living? I am a professional drone pilot. I fly drones professionally, whether it be a Phantom, whether it be a mini quad, whether it be because I'm representing a company and they're paying me to represent a product or something like that. It's not necessarily going out like saying you have to use this product and we're going to pay you to use it, and it doesn't matter if you don't like it or not. I'm actually in a really cool position where I can say, I really like this product. I've been using it for a really long period of time. I feel like I've made you guys a hell of a lot of money, so please could you compensate me a little bit for doing that for you? And it's kind of like a preemptive, or not a preemptive, like something that's already happened that I'm just kind of getting reimbursed for, like all the sales and whatnot. So that is what I do for a living. I am a professional drone pilot, and being a professional drone pilot, I needed to be legitimate. I know a lot of you guys recently had heard that I had a meeting with the FAA. I did get a formal complaint filed against my YouTube channel and my videos in December of this last year, 2016, and I had a meeting with the FAA recently. Very serious and cool meeting. I actually got to meet all of the FAA guys that are the head of everything safety involving the FAA and the federal airspace, and the what do they call it? The NAF, National Airspace something, I forget, NAS, National Airspace Safety. Anyways, so yeah, they're that. They coordinate and figure out if something's safe, if there's a near miss between something, a drone or a paper bag or a plastic bag in an airplane, they're gonna know about it. I had a meeting with them, and I will just go ahead and tell you right now that a Part 107, which is the certificate granted to you by the FAA, which is in the United States, if you want to fly commercially, you need to have a Part 107. I highly, highly recommend anybody that is flying drones to get that. Whether you're doing it as professional or you're not, and you eventually want to get to it on a professional level, I'm sorry, there is a freaking truck outside doing something extremely gnarly, and I can't help it. But if you're doing anything professional with drones, if you're doing anything for any compensation, even getting parts, I would recommend getting your Part 107 so that you will be in the clear if you get something, well, not always in the clear, but if you do stuff and you're flying in areas, if you're falling within the guidelines, which the guidelines are a lot broader when you're a Part 107 certificate owner than they are if you're a hobbyist. If you're a hobbyist, you have to follow very strict guidelines. If you're a Part 107 owner, your guidelines are a little bit farther because you are a professional and you're doing this for a living. You take the safety precautions to do these things safely. So again, Part 107, get it, and don't trespass or do anything that you might regret later on your YouTube videos. But other than that, let's just end this video right here. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any comments or questions, or if you want to send me questions for Q&A Friday, because I am going to be starting that back up. It is Friday, I'm doing Q&A Friday, but there were no questions because I hadn't done it 2 months, and the 2 months questions were kind of not really relevant anymore. I went through there and they were relevant, but some of them weren't, so I just said, you know what, I'll just start it for fresh. So Q&A Friday, if you guys have any questions, not only about mini quads, but about me, my life here in this thing, what you want to see, people you want to see me collaborate with, just put it in the comments below. That would be amazing. And I do a lot of Instagram live, so if you guys are not Instagram live, Instagram stories. So if you guys want to follow me on a daily basis and see what I'm into, Instagram, Mr. Steele FPV is my Instagram. Check me out, and I do a lot of stuff on there, and it's fun. So thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great weekend. Look out for that Ninja video coming out tomorrow. Jocko, whatever, 35,000 frames per second, razor blade, shing, chopping stuff. Bye.
Okay, let's
Chop it off?
That was just it fucking just dropped. That's what you.
Dude, we just got 1 million views in a fucking 2 days.
Yeah.